invite you to notice how you're breathing right now. Chances are, if you're like most people, your belly will be a little tight and your breath will be shallow. And chances are, bringing awareness to how you're breathing in this moment may have already caused a deeper breath to naturally happen. It turns out that spending more and more time with our shoulders hunched over screens and our chest collapsed has resulted in our breath becoming increasingly shallow. And there are consequences to this way of breathing. Shallow breathing is associated with anxiety, and hours holding our body in this collapsed way sends a signal to the brain that actually amplifies any anxiety that was there. Further, shallow inhalation diminishes the brain and body of oxygen that helps clarify our minds. Shortening the exhalation also prevents the release of stress hormones and tension in the body. Shallow breathing is not good for us, but luckily, we can break the shallow breathing habit by breathing with awareness. Breathing is an immediate way to affect the brain, the body, and how we think. Athletes focus on the breath to help optimize physical performance. In the same way, we can use breath to optimize our mental performance and create calm, clarity, and insight. There is a reciprocal relationship between our mind and body, and breath is the bridge. Slowing down and deepening the breath activates the parasympathetic nervous system, part of our functioning which calms the sympathetic system or the fight or flight mechanism. This also affects our mind. When we are highly stressed, the fight or flight system is activated and creates a narrowing of focus, increased reactivity, and a likelihood of interpreting cues as threats, like misinterpreting the tone of an email through a negative lens. In contrast, when the calming parasympathetic system comes online, stress hormones decrease, heart rate slows, muscle tension eases, and we are able to access the part of our brain that can think clearly, consider other people's perspectives, and contemplate consequences of our actions. All important qualities to working effectively and connecting well with others. Intentional breathing is one way to activate the parasympathetic system. The best part is that it's free and it's always available. When you find yourself being reactive, easily irritated, or have a difficult time focusing, bring awareness to your breath and notice what happens when you soften the belly so that you can breathe a little more deeply. You may find that just one mindful breath, breathing with full awareness, can shift your mood, ease your tension, bring clarity, and change your day. I have a Post-it note taped to my computer that simply says, breathe. It has become an opportunity to reset throughout my day, where just one breath acts like a little mental chiropractic adjustment. Realigning my body, attention, and mind. Sometimes I also recall my intention for the day, which is extra beneficial. If simply bringing full attention to one breath can be so impactful, imagine what a few minutes of intentional breathing can do for you. Let's give it a try. You can do this practice sitting or standing. As a way of beginning, let's just notice, simply being curious, how you're breathing right now. No need to judge it, just checking it out. How am I breathing in this moment? Is the breath short, shallow, tight? Or maybe it's full and deep. And let's shift the body slightly. And if you like, you can close your eyes or let your gaze settle, just maybe on a point a few feet in front of you. And adjusting the body so that you can feel alert and relaxed. Bringing the shoulders back a bit to support an opening in the chest. Breathing through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting each breath be received in a softening belly. This breath. And this breath. Softening and releasing with each breath through the belly. Letting your breath breathe in its natural rhythm, simply feeling the sensation of breath in the body. Feeling the air flow in and air flow out. Attuning to the sensations of breath. Can you feel the moment the in-breath starts? The slight movement of air across the top lip. Maybe the tingling in the nasal passages. The expansion of the rib cage and belly. Maybe the contraction of the belly. Can you sense how the air is warmer on the exhale than on the inhale? Just being curious and feeling the body as it breathes. If your mind gets lost in a thought, which most likely will happen, notice what thinking does to the breath. Does it create more shallowness in the breath? Do you hold your breath when you think? Does your posture change? Just seeing and studying the relationship between breath and thought. And if you get lost in thought, that's not a problem. Just simply finding the breath and returning again. Softening the belly, opening and lifting the chest, and bringing your full attention to the sensation of this next breath. Now let's see what happens when we give the breath a specific rhythm. We're going to inhale to a count of 5, hold for a count of 4, and exhale to the count of 6. We'll go like this. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and keep that paced breathing a few more cycles on your own. 5, 4, 6. Now go ahead and let your breath resume its natural rhythm, aware of how the breath may be different than when we started. And as our practice comes to a close, notice the impact of this time of breathing with awareness, of this paced breathing. Do you feel calmer, more insightful, maybe a little more balanced? Is your breath deeper, your belly softer? And go ahead and open your eyes, knowing that you are only one breath away from calm, clarity, and enhanced well-being. Whether it's taking one stealth breath with full awareness while in a meeting, a few rounds of the 5-4-6 paced breathing to prepare for a difficult conversation, or a few minutes of simply feeling the breath in the body anytime you want to recenter, like in the middle of checking email, you have an instant ally for helping you be at your best throughout the day. Thank you for your practice.